Start in undo. What? Yeah. Okay, there you go. Click OK. OK. Click OK. Come on. There we go. All right. Gotta post the link. Music. No. Yeah, man. Welcome to the show, man. Tis my brethren. Yeah, man. Welcome to the show, my brethren. Bench Panganiban. Dapat meron dapat meron tayong ano. What do you call this? Kailangan natin ng dreadlocks. Pwede ba ako mag-drawing ng dreadlocks? Baka natin mag-drawing ng dreadlocks. No, mali yan. What's up, Bench? Masks. Ito natin yung... Alam ko pa, para tanggalin natin yung mask, kailangan mo lang umalis eh. There we go. What's up? Drawing trying that dreadlocks. I'm gonna try. Gawin nating gray. I'm very bad at drawing dreadlocks. And then lagyan natin siya ng headband na green. Hindi siya dreadlock. Hindi mo kang dreadlocks. What the hell? Oh boy. Try, isa pa. Ayusin natin. Ganda-ganda pa naman ng music. Ito, okay na to. Okay, dreadlocks na to. Yun! I got dreads! Hindi kompleto, may mga butas yung buhok ko. Andali lang. Last. Gawin na. Subukan na. I-effort natin itong dreadlocks na to. I-effort natin. Pero kailangan ko liitan. Masyado malaki. Okay. Mali yung scale na binibigay sa akin itong art box na to. Ganyan dapat. Maliit lang. Dapat walang lagtaw kasi may kitang-kita yung lagtaw dito eh. pwede na yan. May bangs pa ng konti. Oh, yeah. Pwede na rin. Good evening, Kuya Alex. Meron po bang mura... Ano to? Mura sa topic ngayon. Meron. Kind of. Yung Spotify. Yung Cloudfone. BB8 andali lang. Subukan natin yung BB8. Sandali lang. We have to... Tapos na ba yung ano? Tapos na ba yung kay B-Boy? Hindi ko nakita kung tapos na yung kay B-Boy. What's up, madami na nami fan. Link. Popost ko pa yung link sandali lang. Hindi ko pa napopost yung link sa ating mga social media. Wala pa pala akong Twitter. I have to do oh my god, my desktop is crazy. My desktop is really bad. Asan yung tweet deck? There we go. Tapos na? Hindi tayo kasing high-tech ni B-Boy. Tamad akong mag-setup. Tsaka hindi kaya ng PC ko. Alam nyo naman yung PC ko. Nakita nyo naman sa mga previous nating BTS nung ginagamit ko yung PC ko. Kuya Alex, maganda po ba yung Acer Predator na tablet, mga 18K? Yes and no. Tingnan natin yung specs mamaya, nakalimutan ko na, pero alam ko maganda yung specs niya. But hindi ako fan ng Android games Android tablets I wish it was a PC and I wish it was a gaming PC na lang. Wow. Angelo Dabatos, what's up? First time ko pa po, Kuya. Welcome to the most stupidest live show in the Philippines, I guess. Kaway. Hey, what's up, Ron Iverson? Nakita niyo yung icon ko doon? Ay, dapat naka-on yung camera niyo na. Weird. Wait lang. Palitan natin. Palitan ko yung camera doon sa dito. Mali na pindot ko. Sorry. Broadcast settings. Advanced camera. Yeah, that's right. Okay, good. There we go. Whew. New hair. New hair. Saan pa ba ako kailangan mag-post ng link? Twitter, yes. Sorry, kasi dito sa bago nating setup, pinapost. Nagsa-start na ako ng live stream bago pa natin mag-post ng link. Although, usually it's fine. BTS is live. Okay. It's live net now. Okay, that's the link. And Gionee Elife E8, Samsung Galaxy A5 2016, Cloudfone, Spotify edition, special edition, and more. Post, tweet. I should tweet more. May tweets pala sa akin, hindi ko nabasa. Actually, ngayon ko lang nakita. One day ago. Hi, do you have any idea if Motorola PH has plans releasing Xperia here in the PH? Thank you. Yun lang. Alright, iti-tweet ko si Kuya mamaya. Nawala na yung, hindi ko na nabasa. Anong tag dito? Anong comments nyo? First time back, Kuya Alex. RK yan kasi si Baby Boy. Kuya Alex, yung nakita ni Madobe sa SM nung kasama ko, yung Acer Predator, yun. Tinitingnan niya. Magkakilala kayo or natag dito? You meet physically ni Madobe na Nami. Hindi ko alam na kayo, malapitan kayo. Aaron Ocampo, what's up? Don Ronald Lim, what's up? Ay, grabe. Siya stupid daw. Hindi ko alam. Tanongin natin si B-Boy kung gusto sumali. Tapos na pala yung stream niya eh. Oh, no. Oh, my hair. My hair. Nagulo yung hair ko. Tingnan natin kung pwede natin isali si B-Boy sa audio. Oh my God, I'm lagging. Facebook, please. Facebook, please. What's up, Robert Liban? There we go. Oh no, my hair. There you go. Cool. Magkasama daw sila ni, Wala akong mga fancy polls ngayon eh. Do you want to poll? Matagal kasi i-type eh. Ano ba kailangan kong gawin? Tanongin si B-Boy. Tapos, ano pa kailangan kong gawin? Kalimut ko na. So, if I remember correctly, si Jam nasa Shenzhen. Dapat nang multiplayer kayo ni Kuya Bib sa Rocket League pero naka-Xbox One ako. Rest in peace, Xbox died because of PS4 Rocket League. Walang walang Rocket League sa Xbox One. Meron nga ba? Man, I wanna buy an Xbox One. Tawagin si Jam. Nasa Shenzhen. Kailangan niya ng VPN para makontak. Oh my God, may internet. Guys, sabihin nyo kung naglalag or may problem dito sa internet. Ang ginawa ko, binabaan ko ng quality yung stream para medyo hindi tayo maglag. But, ganyan, cross fingers lang. Wala tayong magagawa. Hindi tayo B-Boy internet eh. Kala ko yung Cloudfone Spotify edition Alcatel eh. One touch kasi. Wait lang. Okay, walang audio yung PC ko. Baka nag-e-echo tayo dahil sa PC audio ko eh. Oh my God. Yun, nasa si B-Boy. B-Boy. Sama ka sa BTS. Pwede kita PSN party. Tingnan natin kung online si B-Boy sa PlayStation. Mag-ano tayo. Mag-alt tab yung aking stream. Magiging filler image lang. Pero marinig niyo ako. Okay, tingnan natin kung online si B-Boy. Friends. Ay, hindi. Mahirapan tayong Hindi. Paano ba yun? Hindi pwede. Hindi natin siya pwede kasi maglalaban yung internet. So katulad ng ginawa ko dapat dati na merong tablet dito, nakausap si B-Boy kung sakali. Hindi naman siya nagsasalita eh. Wala na yung hair ko. Ano sabi? Teka lang, baka may naskip akong comments. Wala po ba si Maria Osawa? Nasa China si Osawa. Kanina pa nagsimula eh. What's up? Bulalo? Talaga yung pangalan mo, Bulalo hindi. It starts in a bit. Nakasulat doon sa taas. It starts in a bit. But the stream started about 10 minutes ago. PLDC nga kahit sa fiber, Kuya Alex. Talaga? Sa akin okay lang. Benta ko na Flare X ko, bili na ako ng ZenFone Max. Do you wanna see the ZenFone Max I'm using right now to tether the LTE to this stream. So I can show you my ZenFone Max. Kung gusto niyo makita yung ZenFone Max, we had a really Bulalord show last week. We have a magulong show about the ZenFone Max and the ZenFone Zoom last week. Si B-Boy natulog sa natulog. Buti ba kayo, Kuya Alex, with PS4 kayo ni Kuya Bibs? Ako, Xbox One din sa'yo, Madami na namin. Man. Ako solid sana akong Xbox guy. I have an Xbox 360 sa baba. Yun yung yun yung hindi naman favorite console, but I played the heck out of the Xbox 360. Doon talaga doon talaga yung the jump from yung standard definition graphics to high definition graphics. Doon ako na na win it ushered in talaga the high defin. Kuwela yung episode na yung Alex. Hindi yung sinisingot. Si Kuya B-Boy na hyperactive. Ay, si Kuya Bibs last week. Yeah, malamang hyper rin yun kung sakali, but hindi ko alam kung nasan siya. I don't see him replying, so I don't know kung ano siya. Papasok siya. Baka natulog na yun, but we don't know. Xbox One. Ang problema ko sa Xbox One right now, here in the Philippines, is mas mahal siya than the PlayStation. But in other countries, kasing presyo ni Xbox One din si PlayStation, they're like $350 now. The problem kasi is hindi tayo official Xbox country. So lahat ng Xbox natin imported pa from US or wherever. Sino si Bench mga niban, papakita meron tayong Maria Ozawa dito eh. Yan, ito. Lagay natin si Maria Ozawa doon sa taas. Yan. Katulad dati. Like last time, may Maria Ozawa tayo. There, right there. Anong genre games favorite mo laruin in any console? That's a very good question. I used to play a lot. I used to like first-person shooters a lot. These days, hindi ko na gusto yung kinalabasan ng first-person shooter. Sasha Grey naman. Sige, kung gusto nyo, maghanap tayo Sasha Grey. Wait lang. Yung basically, kinokontrol ko tong stream natin via an app dito sa tablet ko. Pakita ko sa inyo yung app. So, ito yung app natin. Oy. Yan. So, kung gusto ko ng Mario face na inedit ko, I can do this. Yan. Masyadong malaki. Mali yung pagka-edit ko. So, masyadong malaki yung mukha niya. So, let's tanggalin na lang natin siya. There you go. Hanap tayo ng ano. So now what I can do is search for Sasha Grey. Sasha Grey. I'm a fan of who's that? Lagi ko nakakalimutan yung pangalan. Basta blonde siya na bago. Yung parang survival crafting at horror. Hindi, ang problem, I like yung survival crafting. Ano lang ako eh, yung ayokong mag-eksperimento ng maraming combination. Chris San Andres, hello mga kuya, maayong gabi rin sa'yo. Alright, images of Sasha Grey, let's find a good one. Sa PM ko, ka-classic ko, pinakita niya yung nakahubad na Maria Ozawa. But na horse. Class. Let's find what's a good Sasha Grey picture here. Ito na lang. Medyo mahirap i-edit itong picture na to kasi ano siya eh. Let's view in browser so I can save the file. Okay. Save image. Alright, tapos i-edit natin sa app. Wait. Lilitan natin. Gusto nyo ng Sasha Grey mask, gawa tayong Sasha Grey mask. So, ano mo siya, i-import mo yung picture. Yun. Okay. So, nandyan siya. Kailangan mong tanggalin lahat ng paligid ng mukha niya. Kaya meron tayong pen. Oh my God, mali ang ginawa ko. Titrace mo yung paligid ng mukha niya like so. And then pipinch to zoom mo para sumakto sa sumakto sa scale ng mukha. Litan pa natin. Alam ko malaki tong mask na to eh. Okay. Lagyan natin muna sa taas. Testing. Yun! See? That's Sasha Gray. Naputol ko ata. Hindi, ganyan talaga yung buhok niya eh. Mali. Let's do that again. There you go. Hi! Oh boy. Rance Matthew posted it. I'm posting it. Best for 12K below with great camera, OTG, battery at fast autofocus. Smartphone na naman to. MOBA siguro master kasi. Yeah, I play League of Legends. Paminsan-minsan. Well, actually, medyo madalas-dalas. Teka lang So, yung tungkol sa genre of games, ayoko na, hindi ko masyadong mababa yung yung nagawa kong. Pero pwede, kung gusto niyo kung gusto niyo ng Sasha Gray, hello! Kaya lang yung lips niya nandun sa may leg ko na eh. Masyadong mababa. I-edit natin yan ulit. Hi, si Hot USA Houston. What's up? There we go. My favorite genre of games is where a little bit more action. I was weaned into the sort of medyo action-y world. Hindi ako masyadong tumatagal sa RPGs these days. Although I did definitely try. Yung pinakahuli kong sobrang mabigating RPG would probably be Oblivion. Sobrang yun? It was like, 100 hours played Oblivion? Sabi ko medyo mabigat. Right now I'm playing Fallout 4 and it's kind of the same, but I'm kind of liking the scene of the environment of Fallout 4. Kaya lang medyo nababurnout din ako. I think ang paborito kong genre ko is yung Borderlands. Mas gusto ko yung Borderlands style na may parang MMO loot system or something, and then pwede ka mag-experiment with RPG style skills and builds and stuff like that. So gusto ko yung nag-i-aim ako and stuff. Medyo pagka click attack, click magic or something, hindi ako masyadong may mga tanong dito. Horror I like. I played a lot of Resident Evil back then. Although hindi ko na nalaro masyado yung 1 and 2 or something like that, but 3, 4, and some of the Dreamcast ones. Kuya Alex, Steam, PSN or Xbox Live? So Xbox Live ko is medyo weird. I think it's still DAIZZ, DAIZZ. Let's have a graphic for that. Objects. Let's make an object. Sure. So my XBL is DAIZZ, and then PSN, Steam, is hindi na kasya. The Technoclast. Boink. There it is. If I remember correctly, tama pa rin yan. Kung nagkamali ako, no, I think it's right. Wait. I haven't been online for a long time kasi I haven't, well, offline na yung one of my Xboxes got banned long time ago. Hindi na ako bumili. So yung 360 kong gamit ngayon, yung 360 ko na hindi banned, I lent to my friend. What's my Xbox? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Daisy. Let's see. Sorry, dami kong hindi nababasa comments. Bench Panganiban, na PM ka classic, okay. MOBA siguro master kasi LOL player ka. Okay din open world like GTA. GTA is a really fun game. I have it on my Xbox 360. I played it a lot. Wala ako sa PS4 ng GTA 5. I prefer GTA 4 to 5. Mas gusto ko si Nico Bellic. You know, okay ako sa ito yung baka may magalit sa akin. Ayoko nito kasi lagi ko tinatamaan. Baka may magalit sa akin kasi LOL yung nilalaro ko, hindi Dota. But the only reason why I play League of Legends instead of Dota is may servers dito sa Pilipinas. Dota wala pa ring servers sa Pilipinas. So lag. Sobrang lag. Hindi uso. Hindi uso magka-server dito. So tinatanong ni Bulalo, anong app yan? Sa PlayStation, yes. So this app right now, as you can see yan, yung overlay natin. This app is second screen ng PlayStation app. So the actual app itself is the PlayStation app here. Yun. So kung naku-curious kayo, it's a PlayStation app. It connects you to your friends and stuff on PlayStation. Pwede ka mag-message, pwede mo i-check yung downloads mo and stuff and everything. But in case you're playing this game called The Playroom, this is actually a game called The Playroom on the PS4. It uses the webcam and implements yung mga ganito. So less work sa akin kasi. That's why I'm using this. Pati yung comments, PlayStation na yung gumagawa niyan. So now, if you want to control this Playroom app, you just go connect to your PS4, connect a second screen on the PlayStation app itself, and then you say second screen, and then maglalagin siya dun sa Playroom technology niya, which is very very handy. Alright, so may mga questions dito. I see how you say, what's up? Dan Ershieg, Just Cause, Sir Alex. I want to play Just Cause. I don't have the budget to buy Just Cause. I am very, very poor. God. I wish I can just randomly buy games. Okay. Ano na tayo? Sige. One of these days, susubukan natin. We'll try to get Just Cause. Alam nyo, feeling ko, ang gagawin natin. Sorry, nagkamot ako ng tenga. Feeling ko, ang gagawin na lang natin, kung pwede, baka mag-share kami ng games ni B-Boy. Just Cause daw ang pinakamalaking map. i6. GTA 6 Beta? May GTA 6 Beta na? Kung yan pangalan ng app, okay. Forza 2. Forza 2 is, of course, Xbox. Excuse me. Tales of Zestiria. I wanna try that. Although hindi ko alam yun. Tales is at least yung combat system ng Tales is yung action style. COD Black Ops is medyo I'm starting to not play Call of Duty anymore kasi it's the same. Fallout 4 adapt nyo ako tapos ko na yan game na yan. Bench. Salamat ko. May lalabas daw sa PS4 Gravity Rush Remastered. Yes, lumabas na. Gravity Rush Remastered. Was it a Vita game? I don't remember. Something like that. I don't know. I forgot na. Sorry. But yes, Gravity Rush Remastered. May PC ba nun? I think meron sa Steam nun. Na-add na kita, Alex, via Steam. Thank you. I'll try to log in within the week, within a few days. Which is better sensor for Android camera, Sony or Samsung, same megapixel? That's a very good question. In my opinion, and I think it's a moot point, or hindi naman moot point, but actually, I'm pretty sure Sony makes the sensors for Samsung phones. Sony makes, I think, 80% of the world's sensors for cameras, all cameras. They make IMX, they make whatever, they make the Exmor sensors or backside illuminated sensors. Merong mga sensors like Toshiba. Yung Toshiba kasi, the ZenFone 2, original ZenFone 2 uses a Toshiba sensor. That's why meron siyang, I don't know kung yung other ZenFones like the Acer and stuff like that have Toshiba sensors then, but at least the original ZenFone 2 had a Toshiba sensor. But for the most part, a lot of phones are using Sony sensors. So ang talagang deciding factor talaga sa ganyan is processing. When it comes to cameras, in Android cameras, the number one thing is software processing these days. But there's all things considered, or at least all things equal na lang. Let's say all things equal. Let's say you have the same sensor, or at least the same size sensor, a really good lens, or both the same lenses, or something like that. It's all about the processing. Kasi when you compare, for example, okay, these are some of the best Android cameras you can ever buy today. When you're talking about Samsung S6 variants, S6 Edge, S6, S6 Edge Plus, or Samsung Note 5. Yeah. When you're talking about that, they all have the same super high quality sensor. Exactly the same size as the LG G4, LG V10 sensor, and they're probably the same sensor, slightly different optics. Mas maganda yung optics ng LG by a hair, by just a tiny hair. But for most people, Samsung shots are way better. And I have to agree. Even though sometimes masyadong, oh my God, sobrang bongga ng kulay ng Samsung, there are still some aesthetics. There's still some aesthetic look that's still better on the Samsung. Sometimes it's over, but never under. The LG G4 or the LG shots are a little under than what you would want, basically. So let's say if yung baseline mo of very high quality picture is 5, ang Samsung is around, means or ang base, right, ano ba? Ang good photo sa'yo is 7, right? And ang sobrang overprocessed or over pinagandang picture is 10. Samsung is around 8.5, while LG is around 4, 5. So you would still prefer the 8.5 to the 4. But they're both very good pictures. Yun lang yung ano doon. Panasonic, yeah. So, sabi ni Bulalo, yeah, sabi ni John Neves, if I remember correctly, in your previous episode, Panasonic daw ang sensor ng ZenFone 2. I believe what you're talking, that's the Panasonic, ZenFone 2 Zoom, if I remember. We were talking about the ZenFone Zoom, yeah, exactly. Sabi ni Juan Paulo Liat. Let's see, sorry if I missed some comments here. Pero di ba may sensor na Sony pero hindi daw okay ang output? Yes, of course. Sony makes lots of sensors. There's some bad Sony, not bad, but really cheap or hindi high quality. There are super low quality sensors or parang budget sensors na lang ang tawagin natin, no? And they're sold to third-party makers to make yung cheaper Android phones and stuff like that. They like I said, they supply almost everybody with camera sensors. So most likely the Cherry Mobile, the Star Mobile, the MyPhone that you have right now, if you have one, has a Sony sensor. Hindi lang niya branded a Sony sensor. Sana po next week yung Acer Liquid X2. Well, let me just Google Acer Liquid X2. You know ang ano ko kasi, the thing with Acer is they were never affordable dati. Hindi ko alam kung ngayon gumaganda na sila. I believe gumaganda yung price points ng Acer. Wala akong mahanap na specs. Let's see. Phone Arena. Let's try Phone Arena. Triple SIM. Acer Liquid. Hindi ko gusto yung design. Let's see. Starting the first month of 2016, at least in Asia, it resembles a Sony Xperia handset. Hindi nyo makita. Sorry. Ano specs? Where's the specs? Alright. LTE ready. 4,000 mAh battery. 720p, 13 megapixel camera. 64-bit octa-core, 3 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs storage. Okay. Alright. Pwede na rin. Speaking of which, I wonder why Acer smartphones aren't being reviewed by local tech podcast vlogs. Hindi kami kinokontak ng Acer. I mean, I've met with Acer once for a different event. We didn't necessarily parang hindi sila yung they knew we were bloggers, alright? Pero hindi sila yung parang naghahanap ng kailangan mo namin nagre-review or something like that. So hindi sila mga hindi sila actively na parang something you know. I remember saying that I also met some Acer guys sa Intel event. Intel kasi they have launches ng parang this is our new processor, everybody's here, Asus, Acer, everybody, lahat ng brands na nagko-compete, MSI, everybody in the same room, mga tina ng mga tao, hindi naman sila nag-aaway, but makikita mo, Acer here, Asus here, some MSI here, everybody, Dell, and so papakita nila lahat ng bagong products nila because it's an Intel event. Kuya, maganda ba cam ng ZenFone Max? I'd say yes, but I think it's probably the same as the ZenFone Zoom, ZenFone Laser 5.5 and 5.0. I don't think they changed the camera, pero pinalitan nila yung design, and I wanna show you the design, but gamit siya ngayon, nakadikit sa pader yung ZenFone Max ko, guys. It's tethering the LTE to para pwede natin i-stream on the internets itong BTS. Guys, tagalin na natin siya. There we go. Let's have ano ba? No, let's remove that. There you go, para sa inyo. So software din pala is a big factor, not only the sensor. Yes, software is a very, very big factor when yung in terms of image quality talaga. Samsung has really made some amazing strides in terms of image processing. I just wish I don't know. I mean, it's like Kodak nung panahon nung dati, where pag nagpa-develop ka ng Kodak film dati, yung kulay and everything was so good, and it's just the way they interpret colors. It's basically that. So the way the processing, dati film pa yun eh. So the way their chemicals process the colors, and the way their films, the chemicals on their film process the colors, Kodak made some of the best looking pictures or film processing, because yung kulay ng chemicals nito was so good. Si Rafika, ang ganda ng graphics ng live stream. Dahil meron tayong Sasha Grey. Is that Pia worst match? No, it's not. Oh my god. Icy Hot USA. Don't research who this is. Icy Hot USA. I don't want you to get in trouble. This is not somebody you should be searching on the internet for. Gaano katagal mag-last battery ng Max in real test, tas gaano katagal i-charge? Okay, so that's a very good question. The second part of your question I can't easily answer. The first part of your question, gaano katagal, is basically in real world test ko is from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. wala pa ako sa kalahati, and heavy user ako. Hindi ako nag-games, but heavy use like photos, little bit, a lot of social media, photo editing, sharing, posting, LTE, everything. So isipin niyo yung from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., 50% pa lang ako. Most phones, by 6 p.m., simula ka ng 6 a.m., binunot mo siya 6 a.m. Pagdating ng 6 p.m., wala ka ng telepono. 3 p.m. pa lang yun eh. 3 p.m. pa lang, zero ka na eh. But ang ZenFone Max, 6 to 6 p.m. 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. That's 12 hours. Kalahati pa lang yung baterya. Under heavy use. And I vlog kasi, so you know how heavy I use. So at least that gives you a good idea. Let's say, minimum taking like 20 pictures, maybe a 30-second video, something para ma-Instagram and whatnot. And then laging check ng Facebook and whatever kasi laging popost ng internet and stuff like that. So, ganun yung laging LTE on if I have to kasi ganun. So, it could easily last you, I'd say, 2 days. That's on most phones I say it'll last you 2 days, but not under heavy use. Okay, I usually say it'll last you 2 days, but yung screen on time mo is like 3 hours, right? Ang screen on time ko, I think, at 50% sa ZenFone Max, which I can't show you because naka-LTE nga, I think a screen on time ko was at least 9 hours. 8 hours? Something like that. Hindi pa siya fully discharged. But you'll get a lot of screen on time. So hopefully at least medyo may idea na kayo ang battery life ng ZenFone Max. It's at least 2-3 times your usual battery, your usual phone's battery. tama yung sinasabi ni Bulalo at least. And yung tag dito, hindi pa ako nakakapag natanggal siya. Hindi pa ako nakakapag PC Mark, but I'll PC Mark it eventually. And then gagawa ako ng initial review agad. Let's see. Wala lang, may mga lumalabas like Z630, Z630S. Acer ito. Yan, a 4,000 mAh battery. What happened to Snore Papi? Kuya Bibs. Ano sabi ni Liboy? Pwede paano voice PSN? Hindi. Tanda ako, hindi pwede. Pero, gusto mo, paano ko ba ipapatch yun siya? Hangouts ka ulit. Gusto niyo ba isama well, sige. Gawa ko ng Hangouts. if you can wait like I don't know. I need a tablet. If you wait like 5 minutes, we can set up God, I hope may baterya pa to. Wala siyang baterya. Karahe, pwede ko pa siyang kabyahan. Pwede na po ba mag-start yung show? Wait, yes, pwede na mag-start. Sandali lang. Party na lang kahit audio lang. That's nice, thanks, Kuya. Oh, it's booting. Is it booting? It's charging. Ang kawawa kong Acer na matagal ko. Problem. Yes, meron ako mauunan dito. Ghetto setup. Come on. Low bat. Damn. I hope mag-charge siya. Is it booting yet? No. My God. Whew. Napawisan ako. I could use... No, I can't use that. Do I have any other... Pwede pala mag-stream via LTE, buti hindi na ako. Hopefully, hindi tayo may FUP. I don't know, I haven't... Pangalawang beses ko pa lang ito try to. Na mag-stream via kasi ang ano ko nito is, hindi ako naka-bucket. Hindi prepared si Kuya Alex. Sorry. Hindi ko alam nakasali si B-Boy sa, sa BTS kasi nag-stream siya kanina. Sino yung chick sa gilid? Dali na, mapapahamak na tayo dito. Ba? Tanong mo, Bulalor, tinatanong mo kung pwede mag-stream sa LTE. Hindi ko alam kung kakayanin, kung maabutin tayo ng FUP. But the thing is, this is per 30-minute charging. Hindi ako naka 24-hour bucket or 3-day bucket. So, I assume bayad ko naman per 30 minutes. Dapat hindi ako ma-FUP, right? Binabayaran ko eh. Wala ba akong hangouts dito? Sorry, naghahanap ako ng paraan para mabigay ko, maano ko si B-Boy sa inyo. We can do this. Messenger. No, not Messenger. Eh, baka pwede kong may voice, may... Oh my God. Smart booger ka. Hindi, wala akong bine-mention na na brand dito walang yaka. Lalagay kita dito Kailangan lang ako. Asan ako sa Facebook ngayon, lagi akong dinidisconnect. Ginagaya ko yung stream mo, B-Boy, walang ay, yung nag-boot na. Oh my God. Ay, password. Prepared ako eh. Alright. Mag-hangouts tayo, B-Boy. Wait lang. May voice. B-Boy, sagutin mo. Kaya naman ng internet mo, sagutin mo. Narinig nyo to, ano? Danny Daniels. Oh my God, sino yung paborito ko ngayon? May...
The person you're trying to call is not available right now. If you'd like to leave a voice message, please speak after the tone and hang up when you're done.
Hoy, Pacquiao, sumagot ka! Hello? Hello? Hoy, Pacquiao, sumagot ka! Ba't nag-e-echo? Ay, ba't nag-e-echo, B-boy? I-mute mo yung ano mo, yung speaker mo. Nag-connect na tayo. I-mute mo yung i-mute mo yung pinapanood.
Weak ka, weak.
Walang video si B-boy, hindi siya nag-ano. Weak siya, hindi nag-audio lang si B-boy, audio.
Audio.
Ayaw ng camera? Requesting video.
Na, excited.
Nakahubad ka siguro.
Oo, lamad pa ako. Nakatapos na ng video.
Kakatapos mo mag-ano? Bang nalag-lag ito. Bahala na yan. Wala ako. Kapit ako ba ng speaker? Nasaan yung speaker ko? Kasi umalis ako sa ano eh. Umalis ako. Ay, ito. May baterya pa ba to? Yes, meron pa. Hello? Ano ba?
Nasa mundo ka ba? Wala ka signal?
Anong wala signal? Meron na. Ano problema mo?
Nag-patch yung ano ko, expect ko. Wait lang, mag-update lang ako. Patch.
Oh, salita ka. Hello? Ay, ano ba yan? This is the... Hello? Narinig ba ako? Narinig ba ako? Ba't di ako narinig?
Calling.
B-boy!
Calling.
B-boy!
Install pa more.
Hello, B-boy. Narinig mo ba ako?
Boses ka na. Wait lang, mag-restart na ako.
Restart. Visit ka? Pinag-setup mo ako, magre-restart ka pa? Saan natin siya lalagay? Saan natin lalagay si B-boy? There you go. Installing si B-boy eh. Okay. Pop-out ko yung chat para hindi na mag-lag dun sa kabilang side. Pwede ko bang i-magnify ito? Show us tab para madaling mabasa. Alright. Here we go. Installing daw. Nakatulog na naman yata si Kuya B-boy. Wala, hindi ko na kasalanan yan guys. Wala na akong kasalanan dyan. Hindi ko na ano yan. Sorry. Okay. Nagre-reboot siya guys. Wala, hindi. What? Bante ko ng konti. Ay, hindi pwede. Nalalaglag guys. Wait. Saka hindi nyo kita. Okay. Nagtutwerk daw si Mr. Pinoy Screencast. Alright, so welcome to the show. Let's trigger the music. I can't hear the music anymore. Tinanggal ko yung headphones ko para marinig ko si B-boy. Pwede akong mag-DJ. Pwede natin ganyan eh. Come on. Okay. B-Boy Tech Tips. Music and sounds. Stop that first. Alright. Increase natin yung volume to do the... What is up guys? Alex here from Technoclast.com and you're watching a very late in start na big time show kasi matagal tayo nagsisetup. Welcome to the show. I'm Alex from Technoclast.com and we are going to be joined very shortly by Randolph Navino. Hello. Ay, nag-echo ka. Ayusin mo yung ano mo. Ikaw yung nag-echo, hindi ako. O bakit putol-putol yung mukha mo? Putol yung mukha mo. Ang hina ng volume, ano? Paano natin Wait lang. Oh my God. Hindi ako prepared, guys. Hindi ako prepared. Saan yung... Wala laglag ito eh. Hindi pwede. Nakasan mo yung microphone mo. Nagba-basketball po ba kayo? Si B-Boy sa banyo. Ayan. Okay?
Okay na.
Yan. Narinig niyo ba si B-Boy?
Ito webcam ko, nangyari.
Narinig si B-Boy, guys? Medyo mahina, alam ko, pero I'm sure.
Nangyari.
Ano ba yan? OBS? XSplit?
Nangyari.
Ano nangyari sa webcam mo? Okay na? Okay na?
Multo.
Si B-Boy putol eh. Hindi ko kasalanan na putol si B-Boy ah. Hindi ko kasalanan yan. Balik na natin yung music.
Wait lang, boy. Wait lang.
Ano ba yung music natin? This. Ito natin. Funky naman.
Webcam. Oh.
B-Boy, minamadali mo ako. Ikaw yung walang kwentang setup.
Yan, una best ko. Hindi pa rin.
Anong bo...
Ano ba yan, boya?
Ano nangyayari sa'yo?
Yung ginawa mo sa... Nag-update na ako ng HP at kaganyan na. Hindi lang boya.
Narinig niyo ba? Pero narinig niyo naman ba si B-Boy kahit medyo mahina? Parang duwende boses ni Kuya B-Boy.
Wait.
Loud and clear, hindi lang clear ang vid ni Kuya B-Boy. Sabi ni Kika Mobraca. Kasalanan mo to. Ikaw yung walang kwenta, B-Boy.
Wait.
Ba, hindi ko kasalanan yan. Problema, ano mo yan? This is like 1 hour of technical difficulties. Narinig naman kahit pa paano, sabi. Itang-kita yung ano mo, yung itang-kita yung software mo, B-Boy, oh. You know. I like this music. It's like a very,
Sponsored by HP.
Hoy, hindi sponsor to. Wala akong bayad dyan.
Sponsored by HP.
Baba ko yung music para baka mas marinig si B-Boy pag mababa yung music.
Yan. Yan. Pa rin. Ginawa mo software ko.
Hindi, wala akong ginagawa sa ano. Wait lang.
Hira mo, kuya.
Mas maganda ba ganyan? Hindi, baligtad. Hindi ako sanay. So, mali yan. That's not it. That's not it either.
Frame rate. 30 lang tayo. 30. Yan. Tapos.
B-boy, ayusin mo. Nahihiya ako sa'yo. Streamer ba tawag dyan? Streamer ba tawag dyan? Tawag mo sa'yo, YouTuber? Professional ka? Professional?
Wait. Kuya, wait.
Ano, gusto niyo magsimula na tayo? Antayin si B-boy.
Kuha nyo na yan. Gugulo lang ako eh.
Ano nangyari sa'yo? Kaya lang, ang hina nga lang ng volume. Wala eh. Hindi ko magsimula na. Alright. OBS din ba gamit ni Sir B-boy? B-boy, gumagamit ka pa rin ba OBS? So may explicit yung gamit mo ngayon, di ba?
Oh, wala. Wala nang kukulik sa hangout sa kanya. Ang explicit eh. Ayan, ano eh. Nasa Facebook ang ano. OBS.
Nag-stream ka sa Facebook?
Oh, nakakulik yung adapter ng broadcaster.
May video streaming ang Facebook?
Hindi, nakapunch yung ano, explicit. O nagloko yung ano.
Hindi. May nagtatanong sa comments, anong gamit mo to stream?
OBS. Kaya OBS.
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 Right.
Lag, kuya, lag.
Anong lag? Maayos yung stream ko
Naglag na computer ko.
Hindi ko na problema yan.
Panalo na ako sa League of Legends.
Sa Rocket League mong may waga.
Rocket League.
Masyadong bright. Yan, okay. Pwede na yan. Lagger si Kuya B-boy. Tumatay si Kuya. Rip video.
I-rotate mo yung tablet mo.
Anong i-rotate? Bakit? Gusto mo nakatayo?
Kaya kumaba tayo man ako eh. Screen ko eh.
Hoy, maayos yung setup ko. Ikaw yung mali. Tingnan mo yung tingnan mo yung camera ko. Maayos yung camera ko, oh. Sipahin kita eh. Game. Take 2 ako ng...
Ayaw mo na nga. Nagloko yung expect ko. Nag-update kasi. Week.
Oh my God! Sabi ni Madami na namin fan. Saan na yung music ko? Nawala. Yeah, nag-start kasi ako ng ano. Alright, let's go back to, ano ba? Let's do this one. No. This one. Wow! Ano ba gamit ko? My God. Yan na lang. Alright, so welcome to the show. Ako si Alex from Technoclast.com. You're watching a really failed experiment in streaming while adding a... Ano nangyari? Nag-disconnect si B-boy? Hold ba? Ay, nag-disconnect ka, B-boy? What's up, DJ Khaled? Tama na kasi porn, Kuya B-boy. Mamaya na yung si Sasha Gray. Tawagan natin, voice call na lang.
The person you're trying to call is not available right now. If you'd like to leave a voice message, please speak after the tone and hang up when you're done.
Ano ba? Play mo. Call. Yan. What's up, DJ Khaled? Yes, I'm a fat man. Sorry. We the best. We are the best. So, I don't know if I appreciate you. Thanks, bro. Bro. Hoy, Pinoy Screencast, sumali ka sa ano, tinatawagan kita. Hoy, mag-voice. Pumasok ko na lang voice, walang video. I don't know. Alright, so, whatever. Let's start the show. Again.
You're trying to call is not available right now. If you'd like to leave a voice message, please speak after the tone and hang up when you're done.
Welcome to the show. I'm Max from Technoclast.com. You're watching the Big Time Show. It's Saturday, January 23rd, 2016. Si Kuya B-Boy is fail. B-Boy equals fail. Ayan sinubukan na natin. Sinubukan na natin mag-connect kay Kuya B-Boy. But he was really hindi siya marunong mag-internet, mag-computer. Moderator. Ulul, moderator. So welcome to the show. We're gonna talk about a bunch of phones today. Actually, they're not necessarily the most newest or whatever. We've seen some of these before. Particularly, okay, we're talking about the Gionee Elife E8 over here. The Cloudfone Spotify. No, not Lite. Spotify Edition. There's a Cloudfone Special Edition din and Samsung Galaxy A5 2016 edition. I think para sa akin yung pinaka-interesting sa akin is yung Gionee Elife E8 and the Samsung. I'm not particularly interested in sa Cloudfone Spotify. They're just regular phones with a Spotify B-Boy, pinahirapan mo ko para i-connect ka. Nagsayang tayo ng 30 minutes. Wala ka ring kwenta. Chris San Andres, what's up? Mark Arandang nag-start din sa wakas. Moderator mo, pipektusan ko lang yan, DJ. Ano problema mo kay DJ Khaled? Kanina may Russian sa stream mo, ngayon may DJ Khaled. Ano problema mo? So yeah, these are three phones, very interesting. I think meron pa akong isa, but I forgot the other one. May nag-request But have you heard of the Samsung Galaxy Gold flip phone coming 2016? Yes, Samsung has been coming up. We have been trying to bring up new Samsung flip phones ever since I think back in 2015. I think they had one in Japan with a full, like a 5-inch touchscreen flip. But the thing is, flip phones are only popular these days in Japan. That's why they sell flip phones in Japan. I don't know if we'll ever be able to get the flip phone. Maybe in the US when you import something, but not Snapchat guru yan si DJ Khaled, sikat yan. There you go. Nakakapaso daw yung special edition ng Cloudfone. Pinanood ko live unboxing ni Pinoy Screencast. Ha! Mas nakakapaso yung Lumia 950 ko. Pwede ako magluto ng dito ng tinola dito papato ko. Pwede ka magpakulo ng tubig. Kasi magpakulo ng tubig, ipatong mo sa Lumia 950. You are big, Tartar Gaming. What's up, Tartar Gaming? Hello, foreigners. I don't know, maybe they're watching from the PlayStation 4, I'm not sure. Welcome to the show, man. Bros. We're talking about phones. So yun. Ano gusto niyong pag-usapan muna? I want to start with the Gionee, personally. Actually, the Gionee was already a topic of BTS last year. If I remember correctly, it was June 2015. June 2015. Back when the Gionee Elife E8 was announced internationally. So, let's see. Asan yung ano ko? Nasan? Ay, Gionee Philippines. Nasa natin. Gionee. I need graphics. Elife E8. So, here's the Gionee. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Ha! See? Graphics. Me too, I'm big, don't worry. Thanks, Starter Gaming. So here's the Gionee Elife E8. It was announced in June last year. They were claiming to have a 120 megapixel camera, but actually that's not English mode. Gusto niyo English mode, Tagalog mode, or what? Meron siyang 24 megapixel camera. That's a 24 megapixel camera. But actually, they were advertising a 120 megapixel camera. But the fact is, it's doing the super resolution mode. 24 times 5, 24 megapixels, times 5 is 120 megapixels. So that's regardless of the fake advertisement ng 24 to 120 megapixels, that's still that's still a 24 megapixel optically image stabilized camera. Let's look at let me get the specs just to make sure. Elife E8. Where's the official website? India. No, I don't want to go to India. Damn it. Dito na lang ako magbabasa. Are you from India? Says Tartar Gaming. No, I'm in the Philippines. I'm in the Philippines. The show is primarily with live stream to Filipinos. So here's the specs of the Gionee Elife E8. Tingnan nyo mabuti. You guys got to. Ilham Setio Rizaldi. What's up? Ilham? Ilham? Here's the specs of the Gionee Elife E8. And nung back in June, I talked about this and I really like this phone. Ito ang specs niya. Okay. First of all, it's got a Helio 2 GHz octa-core processor. 8 cores, 2 GHz. It's one of the better MediaTek processors of recent production. Hindi ko alam yung Antutu pa. I don't know how big the Antutu score is. But given that the octa-cores of MediaTek have been really performing really well, I imagine the Helio octa-core is quite high up there. It's got a Helio octa-core. The display is Quad HD AMOLED. Oh, you're from Morocco. How are you, Sir Tartar Gaming? Welcome to the show. It kind of looks like that Huawei Mate 7. Yes, it does look like the Huawei. Actually, it does look like a lot of Huawei phones with the fingerprint on the back. So, measure up this phone real quickly. No, just measure up this phone and imagine what the price of this phone is. It's got a octa-core Helio 2 GHz 2 GHz octa-core, 6-inch Quad HD AMOLED. This is probably the only yung brand na merong Quad HD that isn't one of the major Sony, Samsung, LG brands right now. Quad HD ang Gionee. It's got 3 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of storage. 64. It has a micro SD? Micro SD. It has a micro SD slot, 24 megapixel OIS camera, face detection autofocus with dual LED flash, 8 megapixel front facing, hi-fi audio, NFC, 3,500 milliamp hour battery, fingerprint scanner. I don't know kung may fast charging sa though. Let's see, does it have fast charging? I'm not sure. And then dual SIM LTE. What about the GPU? The GPU is a PowerVR G6200. Is from what I'm reading here. I don't know how that performs, but I'm thinking that's good. Let's see what else. Stereo speakers. It has stereo speakers. Okay. All right. Yeah. So that's what. If I can search for the actual website, it would show us much more. Okay. Medyo malapit si Mark Aranda. So okay, nung pinag-usapan natin to sa BTS June last year, in India it was priced at like 3999 rupees or something like that, which roughly converts to, yes, it is 64-bit digital, which roughly converts to mga 29,000 pesos. 29,000 pesos in the US or in US dollars would be around $600, $600 US dollars. Yeah, something like that, 600 US dollars. It was a lot of money to buy into a brand like Gionee. But the RAM is 3 gigs of RAM. So the thing is, let's tanggalin natin siya sa full screen. There we go. This is a laptop properly, yeah. So the thing with the Gionee Elife E8 is it used to be 29,000 pesos or about $600. But recently, here in the Philippines, see Cloudfone, they announced that in January, this month, they announced it will be brought to the Philippines, yung Elife E8 and a bunch of other Gionees, for a lot lower price, for much lower price. The original 30,000 peso price point became 24,000 pesos. So that's what, more than 150 US dollars cheaper. Can you show us your games of PS4? I have Bloodborne, Tropico 5, Dead or Alive 5, Borderlands Handsome Collection, Guilty Gear Xrd, Fallout 4, Rocksmith 2014. What is that one? Metal Gear Solid 5, which is right here. Metal Gear Solid. I don't have Grand Theft Auto for PS4. I have Natural Doctrine, which is a review game from the company. And downstairs, I believe I have... Hindi ko na matandaan yung ibang games. I have like a few more games downstairs. Let him explain first. Stop asking questions, please. It's okay, DJ Kale. Don't worry. So, yeah, close the Mark Aranda. So it's going to be sold here by Cloudfone, by the parent company of Cloudfone, which is Cell Prime Industries or Limited or something, for 23,999, 23,990, something like that. So 24,000 pesos for this kind of phone. Which is actually kind of a bargain. Hindi lang natin alam if it can live up to the potential. It has 24 megapixels optical image stabilization, Quad HD AMOLED display. My God, I love AMOLED. It's got a Helio octa-core. It's got a fingerprint scanner, NFC, 3,500 milliampere battery, and it's all metal. For 24,000 pesos. It makes me think. It makes me think. What is? Let's convert 24,000 pesos. Can my phone do that? Stupid Facebook. Okay. 24,000. Okay, Google. 24,000 pesos to US dollars. Oh, I didn't say Philippine pesos. My bad. No, Mexican, not Mexican. Okay, Google. 24,000 Philippine pesos to US dollars.
4,000 Philippine pesos equals 502 United States dollars and 79 cents.
There you go. So it used to be, the price used to be 30,000 Philippine pesos to US dollars. Come on, Google. That's too expensive. Maybe. Come on. 30,000 Philippine pesos to US dollars. Yeah, so for a phone, especially if you're in a Western country where there's a lot of contracts, the $600, $500 is a lot of money. But here in the Philippines, at least for so the original price for this back in June last year was 630 US dollars. Now it's 500, which is a lot of. It's gotten down quite a bit. You can get the 1+1 for 300. Yes, I know. But it is a lot of phone. The 1+1 is pretty good, in my opinion. I would settle for a 1+1, no problem. But this thing has a lot of specs on it. Teka lang, napapa-English na tayo sobra. Okay, so like I said, the Philippines is now this thing is now available in the Philippines for 24,000 pesos, or about 503 US dollars, which is quite a big discount. And in my opinion, back when it was $630, medyo mahal siya. It was a little expensive because at $600 you can buy a flat out. You can buy a LG G4, Galaxy S6, right? Pero now at 24,000 pesos, it might be a good option for a Quad HD AMOLED display and 24 megapixel OIS and 3,500 milliampere battery, if it can prove itself to be a good phone. Hindi natin alam. We haven't tried it yet. I haven't seen Gionee in a long time. It's like a few years now. So they have gotten a good reputation. So cross fingers, but it's a risk if you want. It's risky, but dang, is it very interesting. Ako, I like it for the OIS alone. Very rare yung OIS na sabi ni Bulalo, kailangan ba talaga ng QHD sa phone? Parang hindi na masyado madidiscern ng average person ang difference sa Full HD. Malakas pa siguro sa battery, I would presume. Opinion ko lang. Yes. So you have a very good point. You have a very good point where a lot of people don't really need Quad HD, or maybe they do, they don't. For most people, I think hindi importante. Not you don't need Quad HD. Heck, you don't need Full HD. But it's nice to have, and then it looks nice. I have to admit, once you've seen an AMOLED Quad HD display, once you've seen the full-on sparkling bright amazing display of a Galaxy S6 or any of the Galaxy S6 variants, it spoils you Nasa-spoil ka. So sobrang ganda nung display. It's so nice when you see it, when you look at it, when you put it to your eyes. It's like you're having an eye-gasm, whatever. So it spoils you. And the thing is, phones have no more leeway. Wala nang pupuntahan ng phones. They don't have anything else to do but bump the specs even more. If you think about it, my TV, my monitor is a 1080p monitor. My other monitor is a 1080p monitor. Why do we need Quad HD? Heck, my Lumia 1020 review is a Quad HD display. We don't need it. But it looks nicer by a little bit. And it's one spec that Android smartphone manufacturers can bump for their next product, right? That's pretty much one of the only main reasons why that's there, because they can bump the specs. Because why would you buy a new phone if the specs aren't bumped, right? We need some music. I want some music back. There you go. What about the software? Yes, it's running on a Android 5.1 Lollipop, but with a skin called Amigo OS. Most people only use Facebook, but you're by the phone. Yeah, we buy the phones with quad-core, octa-core phones. Yeah, bulalo is a food in the Philippines. Yes, it is. It doesn't matter if it has too much specs because that's actually good because it makes the smartphone future-proof. He has a point. And if you want to play games, you want to get the best specs. Nawala ng tuluyan si Kuya Biboy. Wala tayong magagawa. Nag-quit si Biboy, biglang na gano'n. DJs in our country, what majority are the using iPhone or Android? Hey, DJ Khaled, what phone is popular where you are? Somebody you wanna? I'm actually curious as well. Tulog na daw si Kuya Bibs. I don't know, guys. Or iPhone, yeah. I have to admit, iPhone is still very popular, and if I didn't have like a lot of reservations against using an iPhone, I would use one, but it's just I don't want it. I don't want to. May phobia kasi si Kuya Biboy sa mga foreigner. Alright, so that's the Gionee Elife E8. I'm very interested in it, but I'm not going to put down $500 to 24,000 pesos to try it out. But I want to see if the camera is worth it. I want to see if the 24 megapixel optically image stabilized camera is worth it. For specs for price is really good. Quad HD AMOLED 6-inch display, metal design, 24 megapixel OIS, fingerprint scanner. I don't know if it's fast charging, it has NFC, blah blah blah. All of the features is it seems like a very good deal for 24,000 pesos. Let's hope it's good. It's just we don't know. It has Amigo skin and everything. So that's the Elife E8. I don't want to spend so much time on it though. iPhone is so popular and expensive. Yes, it is. So iPhone 6s or Galaxy S6 Edge for me. I like the Huawei Honor 6. I haven't seen the Honor 6 so closely, but I like the Huawei phones. But me, I like the Nexus 6P from the Huawei. Mark Karandang, the iOS experience is very reserved. I know it's very reserved. You mean, yeah, it's like a tight closed garden. Yeah, it's very tight closed garden. Okay, so that's the Gionee Elife E8. Interesting phone, but there's also another interesting phone for people who are. Here's a good comparison between the Gionee and this other phone. So let's move on to this phone. Let me just change the picture here. This one, and this has popped up quite a bit, and I really want to talk about this because I think this is the new S5, the S5 everybody wanted. This is the Samsung Galaxy A5, A for Alex, A5 2016 edition. Tumain na si Kuya Biboy. The Samsung Galaxy A5. Let me get all the specs here. There we go. So this is not a flagship phone by any means. It's not Quad HD. It's not 20 whatever megapixels. But consider that this is a Samsung phone. Number one. This is under 20,000 pesos. Number two. 20,000 pesos is what? Let's convert to US dollars again. 20,000 Philippine pesos to US dollars.
20,000 Philippine pesos equals 418 United States dollars and 99 cents.
So it's about $420. This is about $420. Okay. Consider that it's about $420 or 20,000 Philippine pesos or 19,990 ata yung mga lumilito sa nakikita natin. And people are asking about my Lumia 1020. Okay, fine. Here. Here's my Lumia. It's off. I don't know if it has battery. Probably doesn't. It's turning on. Here's my Lumia 1020. Still a great, it's still great, 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 great. One of probably the best camera still on a phone right now, still. So not a very good phone. It's just but a good camera. Okay, that's my Lumia 1020. If you wanted to ask. Okay, so we're talking about the. Where's my pen? No, where's my pen? There it is. Okay. So the Samsung Galaxy A5. It looks like the specs of the Galaxy S5 it's got a full HD 5.1 inch display. 5.1. Let's see, 5.2 inch full HD Super AMOLED. 1.6 gig. The difference here, it's got a new 1.6 gigahertz octa-core processor na Exynos. I don't remember kung ano exactly yung Exynos, but it's a good Exynos processor. And the rear camera is a new 13 megapixel optically stabilized camera. Now, where's my S5 here? So it should be around here somewhere. Here it is. Yeah. Compare that to this ugly third of a phone. I mean, it's a nice looking phone, but it's still not. Come on. Compare that to this with the band-aid on the back. This one looks better. This one looks better. Okay? Bakal yung ano, it's got metal sides and everything. And it has a fingerprint scanner, by the way, on the home button, just like the S6. And all metal build, I think hindi nga lang removable yung battery or hindi rin expandable storage, right? But this is like if you have an S5, this is like an upgrade to your S5 into the metal body, I think, is what they want to sell it for about $420 unlocked. Basically, that's unlocked in other countries, or about 20,000 pesos. And you know what? I think that's a good. It's like one of the better mid-range phones from Samsung in a long time. I want to see how the optical image stabilization on the camera, the 13 megapixel camera, is on this thing. I mean, flagship Samsung phones have excellent cameras. The mid-range ones are not so good. Hindi masyado. But if this one, assuming that we got a good design, we got a good Super AMOLED display, may fingerprint sensor. Wait, let's see, what else does it have? 5 megapixel front-facing camera, that's already better. 2 megapixel lang yung S5. It's got NFC, okay? It's got 2 gigs of RAM. Okay, that's not very good, but 2 gigs din yung S5 ko. 2 gigs of RAM, 16 gigs of storage. It has a micro SD slot. It's expandable. Huh? Alright, so here's the other really good thing. The battery is 2,900 mAh battery. That's okay, but still bigger than the 2,800 of the S5, and it has fast charging. So this might be a good budget alternative to buying a flagship S6, S5, S6 Edge, S6 Edge Plus. For most people, in my opinion, we just have to find out if the processor or the design. What do we need? Oh, the camera. Yeah, we have to figure out if the camera is about as good or at least better than a lot of things. If I can get an optically stabilized camera, optically image stabilized camera at 20,000 pesos, $400, with a fast charging battery, with a metal build, and a Super AMOLED 1080p display, this might be a phone for me personally. No, I don't want an S6 Edge. No, I don't want an S6. They're too expensive. They're $600, $650. Kung 20,000 pesos, optically image stabilized ka na with the Samsung image processing and NFC and fingerprint scanner and octa-core processor, and fast charging, right? All of those make for a really interesting phone at 20,000 pesos. Now, I want to go back. I want to go back to a little bit of ilan lang ba ang smartphones sa may OS? Very good question, Bulalo. I was trying to count. I lost count. But I think the phones with OIS most likely around 8. If we don't count, all right, if we don't count the Lumias, right? If we're not gonna count the Lumia, kasi maraming OS sa Lumia, the Lumia 930, and my God, I forgot. Okay. I believe the first Android phone with optical stabilization was LG G2. Yes, I think, or at least one of the first is the LG G2, the LG G3, LG G4, and then ang first optically stabilized camera of Samsung starts with the S6 because the S5 does not have optical stabilization. Since then, si Star Mobile may optical stabilization now with the night vision. I don't know kung ano sensor nun, but they have a optically stabilized camera that I did try. It worked. I haven't tried it outright. No, I didn't review it, so I can't tell you anything about it yet. But it seems like the optical stabilization works, at least in video and everything. The Lumia 1020, of course, like if you really want to talk about the Windows Phone side, of course, there's the Lumia. There are other Lumias. The 920, the 925, I believe has. Well, that's when the PureView started. And then we have the iPhone 6s. The 6. Wait, no, not 6s. 6 Plus. The 6 does not. The smaller version of the iPhone 6 does not have optical stabilization. The 6 Plus, the bigger one, has optical stabilization. That also goes down to trickles down to the 6s Plus. Both of the S6 Plus and 6s Plus have optical stabilization. So far, yun pa lang yung mga medyo na dumaan. Those are the phones that we know that have OS. I think there are a lot of new ones. So that's what is interesting about this phone, because under 20,000 you're gonna get optical stabilization, and this is the number one feature that I always want, optical stabilization. Because kung hindi nyo alam, if you don't know, my YouTube channel is mostly recorded with my YouTube videos is mostly recorded with the Lumia 1020 these days. Sometimes I use a review camera if I have to. Teka lang, basahin natin. This is a long comment. Let's read. iPhone 6s, DJ Khaled says iPhone 6s outperforms S6 in several tests, even though it only has 2 CPUs. Yeah, iOS is the optimization, that's how. iOS is clean, stable software, but it takes time to get used to if you are an Android user for a long time. Yeah. You know, iOS, Android, it's preference. iOS is more secure than Android is fragmented. Yes, true. All true. Chris and Andres says, that would be great deal, Kuya Alex, if that features is comprised on a single unit. We won't mind the price of 20,000 pesos considering all of that included. True. Very true. Madobi na Nami fan says, yep. Pulalo says, sayang, nag-sale dati Electroworld ng 1020. Hindi ako mabili. Parang less than 50k na lang ata ba yun, if I remember correctly. Yes. So, if you're asking, if you don't know, Bulalo, this is from the Electroworld sale. This is binili ko tong Lumia 1020 ko sa Electroworld sale, and it's 11,000 pesos. They sold these for 11,000 pesos. Let's convert that to. I bought my Lumia 1020 for 11,000 pesos. That converts to 11,000 Philippine pesos to US dollars.
11,000 Philippine pesos equals 230 United States dollars and 44 cents.
So I bought this fully unlocked and everything, all even this grip accessory that comes with it for $230 US. All in, no contract or anything, because it was a huge sale. And yes, it's amazing, and thank you for that sale. I mean, it's one of the best sales I've ever. Ito yung pinakamaganda kong nabiling produkto sa isang sale. It's a huge sale, ang laki ng discount. So yeah, they sold it for 11,000 pesos. They sold the 1520, the 6-inch Snapdragon 805 for 15. But if you wanted the 1020, which is, you want the 1020, period. You want the 1020, it's $230. But you don't want it for the phone. The phone is absolute garbage. I'm sorry, Windows Phone fans. You can't do anything with a Windows Phone. It's really bad. Whatever you say doesn't really change my mind. But, you know, the camera is excellent. So, there you go. I don't even use it for... I've removed pretty much all of my apps now because I don't use it. I only use this. It's like camera, photo editor, and photo gallery, and Wi-Fi toggles. So yeah, going back to the A5, Samsung Galaxy A5 2016 edition. This is very promising. I want to see this. But I want to go back to the Gionee Elife E8. For 24,000 pesos, for about $100 more, or just a little bit less than $100 more, would you go for the Samsung Galaxy A5 or the Gionee Elife E8 with a larger and more resolution Quad HD display over the full HD of this? It's got a 24 megapixel OIS camera, 13 megapixel OIS, 3,500 milliamp hour battery, fast charging, NFC, fingerprint scanner, 2,900 milliamp hour battery, NFC, fingerprint scanner. I think, yes, so Bulalo says A5 because tested, the brand has already been proven. That's true. And I would go with the A5 more because number one, the design looks much better than much sleeker because it looks like the S7 S6. Yeah, unless pangit yung camera, unless the cameras are really far apart. So yeah, number one, yeah, I would go with the Samsung, if only because it's a more trusted brand, and I've owned the Samsung before. I've seen the S6. It's god amazing looking. Yes, I understand everybody's interest in the. Do you have the Nokia N900? No, I reviewed the N900 before. I don't have it. I returned it to Nokia long time ago. Yeah, I love that. I had the. I reviewed that, and I love it. It sort of. It made me want to have a Windows PC or a desk, or some sort of very much more capable smartphone than today. One with a full QWERTY keyboard. Serafika says, na-try ko yung demo ng A5, baka maganda naman yung camera. There you go. See, we have somebody who's tried the phone. So one thing I've heard about the A5, ito lang yung, hindi ko ma-confirm, I can't confirm this. But somebody said it does overheat, the A5. But I can't confirm because we don't know what they were doing with the A5. Parang bakit siya nag-overheat, diba? So Bulalo says, pwede ba natin sabihin in terms of camera quality, 1020 is greater than S6, greater than what, 6P? Is it Nexus? Greater than X-Play/Style? Wait, let's see. 1020 greater than S6, greater than 6P, greater than X-Play/Style. Alright, wait lang. Alright, here's there's one thing I got to how do you call it? I don't want to I want to say clarify, but give you a good idea of quality versus what do you call it? Hey, thanks for the subscribe, man. Here's the difference between quality and usability. There's the difference between quality and usability. The 1020 camera, I'll show you. Okay. I'm pressing the button. Okay. There you go. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, and click. Gaano katagal? How long did that take? It was like 15 seconds to take a picture. The problem with the 1020 is it's a dual-core, super old processor. Back when they were already launching, this was back then when they were launching a quad-core processors, or they already had quad-core processors. They launched the 1020 with the dual-core processor, and it's not fast at all. It takes a while to take pictures now, and it's not it's people will not appreciate the sluggishness of this camera because it takes 41 megapixels. It takes 41 megapixels because it is the Lumia 1020 41 megapixel camera. Why is my light on? It takes a while to process 41 megapixels, guys. It really does. It would help if it had a quad-core processor to process 41 megapixels, but it doesn't. It has a dual-core 1.5 Snapdragon something. That's one of the big issues with the Lumia 1020, because the 41 megapixels is a lot, and it's got a slow processor. DJ Khaled, I'm sorry. I love Windows Phone, but unfortunately it's going downhill. Windows Phone, it really is. There was a lot of promise early on, but really it's not going anywhere anytime soon. Sorry. But what was my point? So the thing with the Lumia 1020 is it will 100% take super amazing pictures. Unfortunately, you might miss the scene that you want to take a picture of 80% of the time, unless you know what you're taking a picture of, or planado. Because of the sluggishness of this phone, the shot-to-shot times might as well be, what, 10 seconds between? Let's try that again. Alright, I'm starting the app. I'm taking a picture. Come on. Alright, that's 2, 3, 4. Okay. 2, 3, 4. There you go. In today's modern phones, especially the S6 and whatnot, that's no longer a problem. The lag between shots and launching the app is no longer that slow. And that's a huge thing. Huge thing. And what's my other point? In a lot of situations, in a lot of situations, the photos from the S6 will look better. If only because of the processing, not the sensor, not the lens, the processing. Because Samsung makes super amazing processing. The thing that will absolutely destroy the S6 in terms of Lumia 1020 versus the S6 is low light. Low light capabilities. When it's taking low light shots, the Lumia can make absolute darkness into brightness. Because it has really good optical stabilization, long exposure, blah blah blah. The S6 cannot take super duper low light pictures. It will be very noisy because the sensor is small and everything, blah blah blah. So physics lang. But assuming that you're taking shots of very brightly lit environments, or at least relatively lit environments like this, the S6 will produce better pictures. There's your comparison there. The number 2 comparison is for video. Video between 1020 and S6 is, a lot of people will prefer the S6 if only because the processing. Like I said, processing. I mean, it can do 4K. This thing does 1080. The S6 does 4K. So even if you're only recording 1080p, the fact that it can do 4K means the resolution is there. It can pull the resolution from 4K and make it 1080 and make it look amazing. If you have really good light and you're on a tripod and everything, the S6 will probably look way better than the Lumia 1020 video. But the Lumia 1020 video, when it comes to low light and whatnot, it will do better. Number 2, it's got amazing optical stabilization. Now the S6 has optical stabilization, but there are levels to optical stabilization. The sensor on the S6, in my opinion, is about level 2 optical stabilization. This level is, to me, is around 7. Let's say 1 to 10. This optical stabilization level to me is about 7, with the 10 being one of the best stabilizations I've ever tried. So in my experience, the optical stabilization on the LG G4, LG V10 is around 2 to 3, and same with the Samsung S6, 2 to 3 points. So malaking difference. It's this thing. Kasi tingnan niyo look at the size of this camera, this image, this entire camera module. All of that is the image stabilization module. The actual sensor sits on like springs or whatever. That's why it's so big. And sensors of the smaller sensors for the S6 and the LG G4 V10 whatever, they don't sit on springs or anything. They're just small, I don't know, little motors or something. I don't really know, but they can't compensate for vibrations as good as this module. It's just the physics. Let's see here. All right, so here's a good question. All right, there's a lot of questions, unfortunately. Sorry. So yeah, there's a good comparison there about the camera quality. Now, let me just touch on the 6P and the X-Play style. The X-Play style is using the older version of the IMX sensors with the large megapixel non-stabilized. Yeah, non-stabilized. They're very good quality, but they've improved the sensors quite a bit with the 6P, and now the 6P is like the king of sensors now. Unfortunately, the 6P does not have optical stabilization. It's like what? I think 12 megapixels, but no optical stabilization. They say you don't need optical stabilization because the sensor is so big, so big that you don't need to shoot so long an exposure. So the cameras with like 16 or whatever higher megapixels with a small sensor needs to take slower shots. But with a larger sensor and lesser megapixels, mas mabilis yung shot niya. Hence, lessening the chance of vibrations. That's why the 6P camera is better. In my opinion, the S6 camera and the LG V10 camera is still better than the 6P, if only because of the processing and the slight addition of image stabilization. But the 6P is one of the best out there already. So if you want a good camera with the Nexus experience, go for the 6P. Yun din, same din yung tanong ni Ace Unicat. Anyway, Don Ronald Lim says Nokia 808 PureView. Yes, so here's the thing. The Nokia 808 PureView has a larger sensor than this. I thought it was the same, but a lot of people said it was similar, but actually there's quite a big difference. I think the Nokia 808 PureView has a 1/1.1 inch sensor, which means It's like 0.90% of an inch sensor. This is 1 over 1.3. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. So slightly, this is slightly smaller to incorporate the. But the 808 PureView has no optical image stabilization. Keep that in mind. This has optical stabilization now. Norm's Potato Tech Samsung A5 is by far the best for me since I've tried it. Don Ronald Dim, per platform na lang, best Windows camera, best Android camera, best iOS camera. That's a good. Well, iOS camera is easy. Go for the S6 Plus because it has optical stabilization. Best Windows camera is still Lumia 1020, hands down. But if you want a more faster experience, you should go for the. Let's see if I can get. Come on, unlock. This is my 950. There you go. All right. So here's my Lumia 950. Let's lower the brightness. If you no, mababa na siya. That's the lowest brightness I can go. Here's the 950. If you want like a faster experience or 4K video, or you don't need optical stabilization as much. This has optical stabilization, but not as good, in my opinion. So this is much faster to take pictures. See? Right? What's it? Oh, it's saving. So it has a good buffer at least, right? So now it's saving. Wow, I didn't know that. This had a lot of problems before some of the patches, so keep that in mind. The newer Lumias, I reviewed the Lumia Icon, which I believe is the 930 in the Philippines. That had an amazing camera. It has a 20 megapixel pure view camera, but still, for low light and optical stabilization, this is the best one. If you want more resolution, more processing, you go with the newer phones, 950, the 930 and whatnot. The 950 has amazing processing then. It's got, what's this processor? It's like 21 megapixels is this one. Crinian1, what's up? Hi from the other side of the globe, Belgium. Hi, well, welcome to the show, sir. Hopefully you're enjoying the show. Okay. Sabi ni Juan Pablo Lia, DSLR the best cam. Yes, but it's also kind of big. I wish I can always bring a DSLR. I wish I can always bring one. I sold my DSLRs because they are too big. That's a really good deal. Yes, it is a really good deal. Okay, Norm's Potato Tech. Sorry, I'm skipping. I'm not read so many questions. Koy Alex, compared to ZenFone Zoom, snappy siya mag-capture. Okay, I tried the ZenFone Zoom. It's okay. It really does have an optical zoom, which is great because even the 1020 does not have an optical zoom. This is zooming by undersampling, because it oversamples initially. 41 megapixels, it oversamples that and makes it into an 8 megapixel oversample shot. And then if you zoom in, it loses the oversampling capabilities. Nababawasan yung oversampling niya, making it. By the time you zoom in todo-todo, wala na oversample, right? So this is not optical stabilization, but it's a clever trickery of the megapixels, right? The ZenFone Zoom is one of the first, or at least the second phone that I know that can really zoom with an actual optical lens that actually stretches, right? But it doesn't stretch because the clever design is, assuming this is your ZenFone Zoom, the lens is a periscope design. So if it wants to zoom, it extends upwards inside the lens module, and then there's a periscope on top. So it reflects the camera, the image there, and then it zoomed. This is the zoom mechanism in the middle, which you don't see. That's the easiest way I can explain it. So actually, the sensor of the zoom is facing up, and then it reflects forward with the lens module vertically on your phone. Anyway, you don't need to know that, but I just wanted to say. Okay. My experience with the ZenFone Zoom is okay. It's not as fast as I would want it to be. I wish it could take pictures faster, but it was okay. It was good. I guess the thing that soured the experience, not soured the experience, the display brightness is not so good in taking pictures in bright daylight. It's a specialty of Lumia's from time immemorial, especially the 1020. The display is great when taking pictures in bright daylight. And back when I was trying out the ZenFone Zoom, I also had the 950, and it was so much easier to take pictures with the 950 because of the bright display and the clear black filter on top of it, diba? That being said, the ZenFone Zoom took decent pictures. Now, my opinion on the pictures is it lacked a little. The noise is a little. The quality is very good, right? And I would put it on the above average line of smartphone pictures of the ZenFone Zoom. It won't beat the 6P, it won't beat the 6S, it won't beat the LG G4 in terms of quality, right? In terms of crispness of this, the sharpness of the details, right? It won't beat that in terms of sharpness. And I'll show you that because I have sample shots on my PC. I'll edit it and show you what they look like. It's not as sharp and detailed and amazing as those cameras, but you have the zoom feature, and sometimes the zoom is all that counts. When I was taking pictures in Cebu, in Sinulog nga, is may parade, right? So the difference between no zoom and yes zoom is you have a picture of this little parade thing on your shot with a lot of people in between, or you have a framed shot of just that, small person in the middle of the group or something. Technically, you can also crop. If you have you have the S6, take a picture from far away, and then crop the image over there, which yes, deteriorates the image quite a bit, but normally it still looks okay, especially if you just want to share some Facebook, diba? Sorry. But if it was an important thing for you, then zooming is a good thing. Zooming is a good thing. It's just that the quality is, I would say, it's definitely a small sensor. It's not the biggest sensor. It's not the crispest or most detailed sensor I've ever seen. My number one issue with the ZenFone Zoom shots is the dark areas. For example, my shadow here is starting to get a lot of lost detail. Medyo nagiging splotchy siya. It turns into a little bit of like a splotch of dark matter. It doesn't look like a shadow. It looks like a blotch of dark matter. It's not as bad as I would say it is, but knowing that it should look better, it should look crisper, it should look more, more dynamic range. It shouldn't be a splotch. It should be a shadow, right? It shouldn't be like some black spot there. It shouldn't be like that. But anyway, still decent cameras, about the same quality as the ZenFone 2 original. Slightly better, I would say, because of the extra the Panasonic sensor. But it's a niche thing, but it's also a good thing. I mean, it's a 24,000 peso optical zoom camera with really nice, processor, display, build, and everything. When you got a camera button there, a video button there, made of metal and everything, so it merits the need for it. But still won't beat the 6P, still won't beat the S6 or whatever. Just don't expect it to do that. It's just an above average camera with a zoom lens, basically. That's all. Sinayang ko yung it's wasted so much time just to explain that. Okay, hindi pala straightforward in comparison. Oh my god. Don Ronald Lim, Nokia 7360, first camera phone from Nokia. Yeah. I own the Nokia N82. Medyo low sira na yung battery. GG Khaled, because it has higher resolution, why it takes a little longer? Look, iPhone, it has dual core, takes pictures in HDR very fast. Yeah, but it's a processor. No, it's the software. Bulalo says, Alex, based on your explanation, A5 seems to be a really good deal since it has OIS, yeah. Hopefully the sensor is good. And then nabasa ko na yung kay Chinran, Ninja Camera, Kikama Braka, BTS International na. Juan Paulo Liad, Sir Alex, any tips on sa camera ng ZenFone 24 gig may pagkamadilim kasi pag low light? Di sapat flash, bala ko bumili ng Zen Flash kaso wala naman sa Pinas. Any tips para maayos ko setting? Juan Paulo Liad, I'm a point and shoot guy lang kasi. Chinran says, I have a Samsung S4, it's good enough. I think it is good enough. You shouldn't what do you call this? You shouldn't be pressured in upgrading your phone ever. But of course brands will want to make you upgrade your phone. That's all they do. They want you to buy a new phone. Don't be pressured. You buy your phone when you feel comfortable in buying a new phone. That's when you do. Not when they tell you that it's got new megapixels. No. May pagkapadilim kasi Juan Paulo Lian, I don't know if there's a solution for you, bro. Okay, the only other solution that I can tell you about low light is just bring a flashlight. Yeah, there's no solution to taking pictures in the dark. You will need an extra, either more light or a better camera, and I don't think you can fix your camera so easily by buying a new phone. So the easiest way is just use a flashlight or something. Guys, in the vlogging community, kami mga nila B-boy nila ako I don't, because I have my Lumia 1020 and I usually plan my interviews or whatever. So sometimes actually I shoot in a kind of darker light, and if you watch some of my videos and interviews, some of them are shot in low light, and I do a little bit of cheating on the software para mawala yung noise, yung digital noise. But you'll still see digital noise. If you watch one of my Sennheiser interviews, there's a lot of digital noise, right? But it's okay, but because the audio is number one. That's number one importance, is audio when shooting video. Bad audio will be the worst thing you ever do on a video. What was I gonna say? I don't bring lights, but John Nieves or any other person that sila Gian Viterbo, si B-Boy, obviously siya yung nagpauso niyan talaga kasi sila talaga yung addict. They bring their own lights. You have to bring your own lights. If you want to take pictures in the dark, you bring your lights. It doesn't. Oh, I can play with my little robots up there with my lights. There you go. Whee! Oh, yeah. Let's see. Will you cover MWC this February? I'll see if there's anything interesting, at least in the Philippine side. Usually they announce something interesting, but I don't know if it will be a good topic for BTS. Night vision, okay. Camera 360, Makarandang. Juan Paulo Liad, Zen Flash sana solution kaso putres wala naman sa Pinas. You know what the issue is? So this might be something that Asus will never tell people, but those accessories that they announced, the Zen Flash, the Lolly Flash, they never got around to finishing the products. The Zen Flash. They had prototypes out. They had the small batch of units that they launched, but from what I heard, that took slides. From what I heard, the Lolly Flash and the Zen Flash, the software that you can use to use the Zen Flash and Lolly Flash, and I tried the Zen Flash for a little bit, and it wasn't as polished as I would like it to be. It's still not, perfectly. Asus is not a big company, or at least it's not as big as Samsung or Apple, right? And here they are trying to come up with accessories that wants to change the photography aspect of phones. I think they shot the moon too high. They tried to do too much on the second year of their smartphone business, when they introduced yung Lolly Flash and Zen Flash, and they couldn't fix it. So that's a problem. They didn't want to release a massive amount of Zen Flash and Lolly Flash because they didn't want to get complaints, because the software, in my opinion, is not finished. So if you really want some better pictures in low light, you bring your own lights. There are small LED lights now. I don't know. There's one that is like this big, and then it's like you slap it and it turns on. So it's cheap. You buy it CDR King. So it's not tough to find your own lights, but you can't expect Asus to push through with their. I mean, look at the ZenFone Zoom. It took 1 year for the ZenFone Zoom to finally get finalized and launched. They bit off more than they could chew. That's what I wanted to say. They bit off more than they could chew with the ZenFone Zoom, the Zen Flash, and the Lolly Flash. Before moving on with the next topic, just wanted to ask your opinion on pictures captured with the ZenFone 2 laser versus Alcatel Flash 2, especially when viewed on a PC, which is better. Huh. I haven't compared them that directly yet. I don't know if I can find my pictures. I have a ZenFone 2 laser unboxing. No. Well, one thing I will say is I wasn't that impressed with the Flash 2 camera. I believe I found better pictures from the Flash Plus than the Flash 2. I might be a special case kasi yung Flash 2 ko, my Flash 2 cannot get updated. The update is bugging out on my Flash 2. So that's why hindi pa ako nagpo-post ng review ng Flash 2. Kasi I was waiting for it to get fixed. Waiting for my Flash 2 to the update to work. Parang I'd keep trying, like I did once a week. Parang let's try if the Flash 2's update is working now. Nope, update failed. The ROM download is corrupted or something like that. My problem with the Flash 2 is more than just the camera, but that's probably because of the update. Yun ang problem ko. I don't know if I should just publish the review with the bugs and all, and think that okay, maybe it was fixed with the update. Hindi ko alam. I don't know yet. That's why I'm waiting. I don't know. So far, yung mga ibang Flash 2 users doesn't seem to have that problem, so maybe it's just me. Don Ronald Lim says, yes, S4 and Note 3 has the most sensors, value for money, especially Note 3. First ever 3 gigs of RAM. Chinran, question, why does my YouTube name pops up, not my PSN name? Oh, yeah, because it's a YouTube stream. Juan Pablo Liadia, naka-on yung flash, di lang talaga sabay. Yeah, bring a different, another light, bro. Juan Pablo Liadia, photography subject. Thanks, Sir Alex. Photography subject. Well, hopefully, sorry if it's, some people will be bored with this kind of, too much explanation, too much, talking about, ganito yung quality, but if you're really curious, that's a little bit of the explanation on how the quality of the photo looks like compared to other photos and blah blah blah. Anyway, so I need some water. That's it for the Samsung A5. Where's my tablet? Where's my pen? Yeah, okay. So I guess we should. This isn't. Oh, that's not it. I guess the next topic would be the Spotify. May nag-request nito eh. Somebody requested the topics for the Spotify phones. Cloudfone Spotify, yeah. So the thing is with the Cloudfone Spotify, I think it's a regular, just a normal phone, but Spotify in design, and Spotify also with it comes with the headphone, Spotify headphones, quote unquote. Cloudfone One Touch Spotify. So the specs here, they didn't actually. I don't think there's anything different from a regular phone, right? And it's 2,000 pesos, 1,999. How much is that? If the 20,000 was like 400, so $40. $40, yeah, around $40. This is 1,999 pesos. It's got a 4-inch wide VGA display. Wide VGA means not HD. It's lower than HD. It's using a 1.3 gigahertz quad-core processor. 6582, most likely 6582, 1.3 gigahertz. 5 megapixel rear camera with flash. 2 megapixel front. Android 5.1 Lollipop, that's good. 3G Wi-Fi, so it's not LTE, tandaan yun, because it's using the 32-bit processor from MediaTek with quad-core 1.3. Madami na namin fan. The speaker is loud and the specs are okay, but the headset is awesome. What are we talking about there? We got one. It's got, what's the RAM? 1 gig of RAM, so that's nice. 1 gig of RAM, 8 gigs of storage with micro SD, dual SIM, dual standby. It has a Spotify design. It has Spotify headphones. That's all. That's a Spotify. Wait, that's a Spotify Lite, right? There's also the Spotify. Hindi na Spotify, but there's one called the Cloudfone Special Edition, which was released before, but now there's a special edition with the Disney products, with the Disney tie-in, because they also have the license with Disney. But it's got a. I don't want to talk about. I mean, hindi ko kompleto yung specs here. Let me see if I have a browser tab open with the specs. Nope, I don't. The speaker is loud and specs are okay, but the headset is awesome. The headset is awesome. The Spotify headphones. I didn't know. I usually don't like not branded headphones, but usually don't trust lifestyle headphones. These are quote unquote lifestyle headphones on bagsak niyan right? And usually I don't find the lifestyle headphones good, and usually they're just cheap but slightly better quality than your regular. But if I haven't heard them myself, so that's just me being prejudiced or making judgments. But yun, looks like Madomi Nanami has tried it, says the sabi niya. The speaker is loud, the specs are okay, but the headset is awesome. That's nice for 1,999. That's not bad. Star Wars team. DJ Khaled, yo, I'm back. We the best. Hey, welcome back. So yeah, there was also the Cloudfone Special Edition. There you go, Special Edition. And it's got a Intel X3 Sophia, right? Intel X3 Sophia, right? I'm actually just gonna use my tablet to search. Cloudfone Special Edition. There you go. What's the specs? Come on. Guys, Himala, hindi pa rin tayo naglalag. Have we not lagged ever in this live stream? Please tell me we haven't. Alright. The Special Edition. 5-inch 720p display, nothing special. 2.5D Corning Gorilla Glass, that's okay. 1 gigahertz Intel Atom X3 quad-core 64-bit processor. This is the Sophia, most likely. 2 gigs of RAM, 16 gigs of storage, 16 gig of ROM, micro SD, 8 megapixel camera with LED flash, 2 megapixel front, dual SIM standby, 3G only, no 4G LTE, 1,900 milliamp hour battery for 4,999. 5,000 pesos, about $150, $100+. Here's the easiest, and we don't have to discuss anything ever tapos na yung usapan. We don't have to talk about it. I just have to say one thing about this product. Don't buy Intel X3 Sophia products. They're not good. So far, the Intel X3 is the biggest. It's like the worst processor right now from Intel. Seems like. Get an Intel Atom get an Intel Atom Bay Trail or whatever. You know the Intel Atom that they use for PCs and some Androids like the ZenFone 2. The Z37 740? Yeah, 3740 and up. The Z3740 up. Even the Z3735 you can run Android on that, but just not the Intel Sophia. There's so many lag. There's so many issues with Intel Sophia right now for Android that it's not. Yun, mainit. Yung ba ina-unbox si Biboy, yung Sophia? Kaya pala. That's why. Yeah, so don't buy the Intel 8. No. No. Sorry. John Kieran. Did I pronounce your name right? I love the Philippines, for real. Are you in the Philippines right now? I am in the Philippines right now, man. Bulala says, umiinit ba yung Intel's ZenFone 2? I wasn't referring to the processor of the ZenFone 2. But if you want to ask if the processor of the ZenFone 2 does heat up, it does warm up. I don't think it's about as hot as the Intel Sophia. The Intel Atom does better. It's much better than the Intel Sophia. Don't get the Intel Sophia. Don't get the X3. Umabot ata ng 50 degrees Celsius yung unbox ni B-Boy. Huwag kayo mag-alala. Mas mainit. Whatever unboxing ni B-Boy na heat, mas mainit pa rin na Lumia 950. It's trying to get my iris. That's why. That's why there's a bright light. Nope. This thing has overheating issues. This thing, 950, Lumia 950 has overheating issues. I was just playing Crossy Road for like 10 minutes. Overheat. How about the Smart Tab Maya? Is it Sophia? No. The Smart Tab Maya, which I have right here, most likely dead battery. Haven't used it in like a week. So unfortunately, most likely the battery is already discharged. I need to charge it before I use it. This is an Intel Atom Z3735F. Z3735F. This is the PC grade netbook processor of Intel. Not the fastest Intel Atom, but still one of the best. This is not an Intel Sophia. The X3 Sophia is bad. Don't get that one. But those are usually for Android only. Can't run Windows, alam ko. Bulalo says, kaya siguro nilagyan ng heat pipes yung 950, puro overheat pa rin. Yeah. No, this Snapdragon 808 processor is perfectly capable of being, perfectly well cooled. There's a lot of phones that use a Snapdragon 808, they don't overheat, right? Qualcomm purposely made these processors to not overheat because the 810 originally overheated like a mofo. So why is this overheating when it's using the 808, which is already hexa-core? They removed 2 cores so it doesn't overheat. The reason is the programming of the Windows Phone, the programming of Microsoft is making it overheat. It's not optimized. Period. That's why it's overheating. It's not the processor, it's not the design, it's not the liquid cooling. It's Microsoft. That's my point. There's no fault in the processor, there's no fault in the design. Microsoft just hasn't been on their game when it comes to this is the Lumia 950. The 950 uses the 808. The 950 XL, the bigger one, the 950 XL, is using the 810. So I don't have the bigger one. This is the smaller one, the 950. 808 yung 950, 810 has the XL. Sean Marin, how much? Which phone are you asking about? How much is the 950? I believe the 950 is 28,990 Philippine pesos. 28,890 Philippine pesos to US dollar. Oh, mali. No, not 29. All right, let's just make it 29,000. 29,000 Philippine pesos to US dollars.
29,000 Philippine pesos equals 607 United States dollars and 53 cents.
So about $607 or about $610. Yeah, about the same as the original price for the Gionee. Not optimized. Yes, you're right, Eduardo Hernandez. It's not optimized. All right, so I don't know. Do you still want to talk about the specs of the Sophia? Because I don't. It's because I don't like the Intel Atom X3. But it's also 4,999. No, 4,999. 5,000 pesos for a 5-inch HD IPS Intel Atom Sophia, 2 gigs RAM, 16 gigs of storage, 8 megapixel camera, not even LTE. Yeah. So, Bulalo, if you're choosing between this, if between this and something else, just go for the 6P or the V10 instead of this. I mean, this theoretically has a really good camera sensor because it has a 1/2.4-inch sensor, which is bigger than the 6P or the V10 even. But the software is bad. Microsoft didn't do their homework, and there's news recently that Microsoft is delaying Windows 10 rollout for phones again. They've been delaying rollout for Windows 10 update for the old phones like the Lumia 1020. They said it was going to be 2015. They didn't deliver in 2015. There's no Windows 10 update for phones in 2015. They said it's going to be delayed even more. They said it was going to be early 2016. Now it's going to be delayed even more. The reason is they're really bad at programming it. They're having problems programming the Windows 10 mobile system. So there you go. Unless you want to be like a beta tester, which Windows Phone users already are used to being beta testers now. This overheats really hardcore amounts. Okay, so yeah, the Cloudfone Special Edition, Intel Atom X3 Sophia, 5-inch 720p. The only thing I like about this is the 2.5D Gorilla Glass. Eduardo Hernandez, let's talk about why current consoles are a disappointment. Yes, you're right about that. Yeah, so what Eduardo is saying is the current, gaming consoles are, disappointing. It's probably because of, actually the current consoles, the PS4 and the Xbox One. The problem with the PS4 and the Xbox One, it seems like they're not version 2s of the PS3 and the Xbox 360. They're more like PS 3.5 to be exact. More like PS 3.5 and Xbox 1.5 or Xbox 360 times 1.5 or something like that. It's not a significant upgrade from the previous generation, from the Xbox 360 to the Xbox One. It's not, or the PS3 to PS4. it's not a significant upgrade in hardware performance be, because of certain aspects. Sorry, Comed, this is going to be a little bit of a tangent, but I'm interested in kind of sharing my opinion about this. The thing is, for example, back when the Xbox 360 and PS3 came out, they were not outdoing, but you know, they were probably better than 90% of desktop PCs. When the Xbox 360 launched and the PS3 launched, they were about more powerful than about 90% of PCs at the time. At least when it comes to, you know, optimized performance and whatnot. Some people will argue otherwise, but it was a big leap in processor performance and in graphics performance, PS3 and Xbox One. That PCs had needed a lot of time to catch up to that graphics capabilities. You know, Gears of War and whatnot, and whatever. Sorry, I'm not familiar with the God of War and stuff. Now think about how the reason why the PS4 and the Xbox One is disappointing, because as soon as the PS4 and Xbox One launched, immediately a lot of PCs are already better than the PS4 and Xbox One in terms of performance immediately upon launch of these consoles. Right? Because essentially the power of the PS4 and the Xbox One is about, let's make it like a $700, mga 40,000 peso PC. And you shouldn't be able to replicate the performance of a console so early on by a PC like that. That's why it's disappointing. Also, the games haven't leveled up. They haven't, you know, changed the gameplay or anything. There's no next level gameplay. It's still the same old thing. Some of the user interface is even worse than the previous generation. You know, the only thing that's good about current consoles is me streaming right now on this PlayStation 4 interface. Yeah, anyway. My 28 na lang instead of Cloudfone Special Edition. Yeah, you know, you could get a My 28 even though locked in same na isa. Yes, so like I said, you know, Eduardo Hernandez says, when it comes to resolution and frame rates, yes, the problem with current consoles is they usually can't hit 60 frames per second on a lot of games. No, you should always hit more than 60 frames per second. Norm's Potato Tech says, Intel Atom X3 performs fair, pero disappointing since mainit siya. Custom AMD Jaguar APU gamit ng consoles. Yeah, I don't know, but usually, you know, it's number one, console games hasn't evolved to a point where you should really want to buy a console yet, or maybe there's some really good exclusives now, but there's also a big issue, in my opinion, about games these days is the DLC. Star Wars Battlefront, Destiny, you know, a lot of the money grubbing DLC issues and microtransactions is destroying gaming as we know it. And I don't, you know, well, I don't know if you can do anything about it. There's pre-order bonuses now. In Western countries, dito sa Pilipinas hindi uso yung pre-order bonuses because we don't have that infrastructure yet. But games are now shipping broken and incomplete out of the box. And some can't even run day one without a patch. Some don't run at all. Zero, nothing, nada, nuts. That, imagine 20 years from now, you're a video game collector Lagi na ba yung stream? Oh no. Wait. Guys, is the stream lagging? Wait, let me check. Yeah, so I have Shinran is I have the same problem, Shinran. My hard drive is very full. What was I saying? Oh my god, I forgot. What was I? Oh my god. Oh yeah, so DLC. Yeah. So the pre-order, the DLC. 20 years from now, if you're a video game collector, most of the games that you have collected from today won't run anymore. The servers, Star Wars Battlefront servers won't be up. You know, EA won't keep them up for 20 years. Destiny servers won't be up because it's online only. There's no offline version. Consoles today, imagine all the digital purchases you bought online from PSN and Xbox Live. If those services do not exist anymore, and they cut, for example, Xbox, the original Xbox was the live servers. They cut off the live services for the original Xbox already a few years back, 2014, 2013. Once those internet services get cut off, those old games are no longer accessible because they're not accessible. They're not playable from a hardware, from a physical medium, from a physical medium. So old games like, you know, NES, SNES, or Nintendo, Super Nintendo, or Sega or whatnot, you can still run those games even if Nintendo is bankrupt, even if Sega is bankrupt. As long as you have a TV that's compatible and you have the hardware, it will run 100 years from now. But the games today, they ship broken. So all you get in the disc is a broken game. And if you load it there with no patches, you'll get a broken game. Some don't even run, diba? So we're slowly angling towards your games will no longer be collectible because they're not gonna be fixed when they ship, when they come to the Sony have to make a console massive memory. Yeah, that's why they're selling the 1 gig version now. Teraflop? I think so. I mean, I haven't been paying attention to the division, but this is Ubisoft we're talking about, right? Ubisoft, and they haven't made the good Tom Clancy in a while, right? That's Ubisoft, right? And I haven't seen a good shooter from Ubisoft in a long while either. And I don't like it that it's possibly online only again. I don't want to play Call of Duty or Battlefield again online, where, you know, people who are I don't even find the, you know, strategy in some of these games anymore. You just run around and shoot people, unfortunately. Brian Polcatanos, that's why people should look at CD Projekt Red. So far, these guys are making such a huge impact among PC gamers. That's true. Free DLC, that's true. And reasonable price for expansion pack, that is top notch. That's true. Also, very, very good game, Witcher 3. They came a long way from Witcher 1, which was a niche game before. Naging sobrang mainstream na ng Witcher 3, and kudos to them. Very good game. Norm's Potato Tech, look at good games, it gets bigger and bigger. Brian Pagka, you can see it from the following that they have gained since the Watchers, which is yes. Yeah, Shinran says their stream is starting to lag here, sir. Maybe I'm getting, what do you call this? The FUP of Doom. Madabi Nanami fan says, good night, you gotta sleep. Okay, we gotta end the show very, very soon. Wait, naglalag na nga, no? Oh no! Okay, so maybe we have to let's wrap up. Let's wrap up, guys, before my internet explodes. All right, so yeah, so I mean, those are all the topics we have. I don't know if you have any more questions about smartphones and stuff like that. Yeah, the stream is good. Yeah, I'm lagging. Even my other thing is lagging. Yep. All right, so I guess that's about it. I don't know if you need any more. You want to discuss any more topics? It's been a very photography heavy episode of BTS, but thank you very much for watching. It's a very interesting topic, and I want to see more of that Samsung A5 and the Gionee Elife E8. Yeah. Oh, naglalag ba? Naglalag ba ako? Naglalag yung internet ko sa kabila. Anyway, I guess that's it for the show. I mean, we've been online for 3 hours now, guys. 3 hours. So you have to end sometime. All right, guys. So thanks very much for watching. Alex from Technoclast.com here. It's been a really interesting show. Thanks for watching, and set up ulit tayo next week. Thanks. See you. See, B-boy failed. Let's make a big B-boy fail picture. Yeah, baka data cap. I don't know if I'm gonna see if I'm getting a data cap. I don't know, but CD Projekt Red should be an example of how to optimize the game. Yeah, true. They've made a lot of improvements. Anyway, that's it. I mean, before we lag even more, I'm gonna cut it so we don't have a bad experience with the stream. Thanks, guys, and see you guys next time.